Everyone's favorite show on a Wednesday evening, Pitch Practice.
The show.
So, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in for another exciting episode. Give us a hashtag below where you're watching from. Hashtag I'm watching from Texas. Hashtag I'm watching from the United States. Hashtag I'm watching from Africa. We've got people watching from Africa, Brandon.
We got people watching from Australia.
and, and where else?
I don't know.
Canada,
Ohio,
Canada,
Canada.
Australia, South America, New Zealand, Australia, some British
We
out there. Hey,
we
give
are
us.
we are we are global.
Yes, very much global. And we appreciate you all for tuning in to today's episode where we've got an exciting show because you know what? I didn't realize how good of a selection that I had made for us to go through today, Brandon.
Is it that good?
Oh yeah. Yes. In
Scale
case you're wondering what we're going through
scale of
today, no,
scale
say
of
that
one to
again.
10. Scale of 1 to 10. How good is it?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I would give this book, I'd give it a 9.
What would make it a 10?
I would give it a 9. Well,
What would make it a 10?
I think it was short. It was
It was
very
short.
short. It was short and it was filled with a lot of just good punchy nuggets of like, okay, you went dark on us.
I don't know. I'm trying to adjust the.
Yeah, it just had a lot of punchy phrases and a lot of the phrases that we've heard before from Mr. Grant Cardone himself. But I a couple interesting things about this book, right? So he says that he wrote this book in 2 hours.
I believe it.
He says, "Hey, what's up? What's up, my friend? Joining from Lagos, Nigeria, live event. What's up? See, we've got everybody watching from all over, Brandon. All right, and yes. Let's give you some. Let's give you. See there, we're gonna give you a shout out. I'm pretty sure that's probably Mr. Gabriel. What do you think?
I think that's who it is.
Yes, what's up, Gabriel? Hey, I love seeing you. Thanks for tuning in today. But what was I saying? He wrote the book in 2 hours, and he says I wrote the book without any statistics, without any what else did he say? I wrote it without any statistics, without any research, and without any fancy words. and then Brandon. And then like 3 minutes into the listen, he cites a statistic. Oh my gosh. I'm like, wait a minute. You said you wrote this book with no statistics. And then here's the statistic. And the statistic that I remember he was talking about, I think it was in step 1, because he was talking about, it was really good, Brandon, because it helped. It was really good. It was talking about that millionaire mindset and about how most people aren't, they may not believe about $1 million. And then he also got into the millionaire math. Of course, we've heard that before, right? People just don't see it because they haven't actually put it down on paper to become a millionaire. So, in today's episode of Pitch Practice, the show, we will be just exploring our biggest takeaways from the book, The Millionaire Booklet. I don't know if you have a link to this book. Do you, Brandon?
I will. It'll be in the comments below.
Okay, okay. Because I don't have a link to the book, but I think you can probably find a link to the book at millionairebooklet.com. It's not a referral link. It's just, it's really a short booklet. The audio version is about an hour and 20 minutes long, so you can definitely listen to it over a quick afternoon, just laying out by the pool or even laying in the snow, making snow bunnies. Is it cold there, Brandon?
No, it was actually almost 60 degrees here today. So I'm putting shorts on and tank tops and flip flops.
At 60 degrees, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not in a tank top at 60 degrees.
Yeah. Tank tops, cargo shorts, and flip flop weather out right now. It's going to be 60 degrees tomorrow, too. Crazy. The geese are flying back north. That's how warm
Oh,
it is.
really? Yeah, I'm not in. I'm not in a tank top at that temperature. Yeah, yeah. Uh, Here we are, another week, man. It's been wow. It seems like these weeks are just passing by. And I did want to note that here we are in February.
Second
In
week.
February.
First
Yeah,
week. First full week of February.
yeah, yeah. And I just realized that it's a leap year.
It is. You get one extra day in February to make it happen. That's it. You
Yeah,
get one extra day. We're giving you an extra day to make it happen.
yes, yes. So on use that extra day wisely. We've got that extra day, and I was like, wow. And we're a week away from Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm. You got Valentine's, Mark? You buying somebody some chocolate?
You can't ask me that while we're on live.
Why not? How many people you buying chocolates for?
Oh, let me see. How do I answer that? You know what? I think that how do I answer that one, huh? Because I never know. Well, I think that I do have a Valentine's,
Okay.
and they know who they are.
Okay.
Yes, yes, they know who they are. Yeah. Oh man, I've been pretty busy over the past week. Still, like in my new place right now, and then looking for that new place. So all of that is still coming together as we go into this the middle of this month. Hopefully, something we'll we'll have a place by the beginning of March. I just talked to my sister today. We put in some offers on some places, so it's the year is really moving along as planned. And I'm also remember I told you I was training for that race, Brandon.
Yeah. How you doing?
I stepped it up a notch. I expanded my running time. I doubled it from 10 minutes to 20 minutes. And I've been running 20 minutes each morning. And I feel myself getting stronger by the end of this week. By next week, I'm going to expand it to 30 minutes. And and I love it because and I'm calling it 0 to 5K. And
Well, I mean,
wait, let
that's
me
what
see.
there's an app for that.
Yeah, I'm calling it 0 to 5K. And these are my stats for the week.
There's an app called Couch to 5K.
And there's last week. I actually it's missing a day because I didn't download the app yet. So that was 5 days last week, and this shows the distance that I've run. And then so this week so far, here we are at Wednesday. I've got 3 days in, and then on the weekends I do a run out in our park. There's a park out here that I run around. So I want to get practice running on actual asphalt. So there is a program called Couch to 5K.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering about that. How do I get that?
It's in the App Store. Just look up Couch to 5K.
Couch to 5K. Okay. I'm
Rose
calling
Bowl.
mine. I'm calling mine 0 to 5K in 3 weeks. Will I do it? That's a good one. What's going on in your world there, Brandon, before we get into some good stuff today?
Got some deals in the pipeline working, so hopefully get those closed down. A little bit outside the niche. Got a travel agent looking to get more traffic, and working on a contracting construction company as well, trying to get them into the ClickFunnels ecosystem, so they can get all of their funnel hub and marketing hub in one location without having to collaborate together 5-6 different applications to manage all those. So along with that, just getting them set up properly online, Google Workspace for proper email, and business listings, the basics, and then growing them from there.
All right. Those statistics that you ran by us last week about how you're growing, that those Google keywords that they've been ranking for.
Yeah, for my contractor out west, 250 keywords in the top 10, 73 of them number one, and not really doing much else in the advertising way. Just small $300 display campaign. And from what I can track on the Google Business Profile, because it does track your phone calls, he saw a 35% increase from his calls from 23 to from 22 to 23. So comparing year over year was a pretty big jump in overall calls to track. Now he's high ticket, so you don't need a lot of calls to make a lot of money. So depending on the close rate there at 35%, I mean, if he got at least one deal out of the calls that did come in, I mean, it more than easily paid for all the marketing that he spent for it. And it's not much at all.
Not much at all. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. 0 to 5K. That is powerful. Yes. 0 to 5K in less than 30 days. Hey, let's get into it. You have, as we get into this book, you have listened to this multiple times, haven't you, Brandon?
I have. I probably listen to it maybe once a month, once every other month. Usually when I'm feeling a little bit down in the dumps, so to speak. So it's a good quick pick me up and just kind of resets the mind and gets back on track. And I mean, my favorite part of the book is it might be chapter 4 of the Millionaire Math, and how he breaks down how easy, or quote unquote easy, it is to at least put it down on paper to get to $1 million. The selling's the hard part. Structuring the offer and doing all that kind of stuff to make it work. That is the hard part. Let's see if I can pull it up here.
Okay.
The decision. I don't know. Yeah, actually, yeah. Chapter 4, Millionaire Math. See, I know this like the back of my hand, right? That's step 2. And look, so I've probably already made $1 million since I graduated. Where that money went, I have no idea. Bills, stupid stuff, Xboxes. You're living life, right? The way he breaks it down, salary of $50,000 a year, 20 years. There's your $1 million. Now you can cut it in half if you have a higher salary at 100,000, 10 years, 250,000, 4 years, or you pay $114 an hour every hour of the year. 5,000 people buy a $200 product. 2,000 people buy 500. 10,000 buy 100. 1,000 buy 1,000. 5,000 pay $17 a month for 12 months. 2,000 pay $42 a month for 12 months. 1,000 people pay $83 a month for 12 months. 500 pay $167 for 12 months, and 300 people pay $278 for 12 months. So when you get into that reoccurring income, on a monthly basis for a subscription, which I know that we've kind of had that shoved down our throats past couple of years from the ClickFunnels world and Funnel Hacking Live, and the subscriptions that we're on, when they say, if you don't have the reoccurring income,
continuity.
Yeah, you don't have the continuity, you don't have business. And when it comes to that simple math, I mean, it's going to be just as hard to sell a $17 product as it is a $278 product. So I definitely would focus on a $278 product to 300 people than spin wheels for a $17 product to 5,000 people. So, you know, when you think about that, I think it's definitely easier to go that route. And surprisingly, I do have a $278 product that I should be promoting. And it's my local business toolkit pro that has all the apps that you could ever need to run your business, from reputation to social media to text messaging, and lead generation from your website with a chatbot. So maybe I should put a bundle together. What do you think? And put that out there as a software as a service at $278 a month.
Yeah. Yeah, I think okay. So when you look at the title of this book and it says The Millionaire Booklet, most people I don't know if most people can relate to earning $1 million. Or I think a lot of people might think it's out of reach. And remember, I point to some of those statistics that he uses in the book kind of right away. And he talks about the amount of people that are living paycheck to paycheck. I'm just gonna tell you about an experience. You know, because I listen, I listen to Myron Golden, and Myron Golden will always break these what seem like impossible tasks down into a simple form. And he says that, okay, because you probably said it too, right? That to be a millionaire, most people think that don't fall for the get rich quick scheme. But in order to become a millionaire, being a millionaire requires speed. Wealth has a need for speed, because you can earn, what is it? Let's say you can earn $1 million by earning $50,000 a year over how many years? What's the math, Brandon?
It's 20. Just said 20 years, $50,000.
20 years. But are you a millionaire? And there's a difference between earning $1 million and actually having a net worth of $1 million. I'll never forget, like, I actually, when I was earning over six figures a year, but I didn't have a net worth over six figures, and having a net worth over six figures means that the assets that you have outpace your liabilities, right? So,
and no, actually, your liabilities outpace your asset. And it's surprising that most of the people in this country have a negative net worth. And I'll raise my hand and say I am one of them, between credit card debt, automotive debt, and that's student loan debt. I'm paying on those, and my income does not exceed the total amount of debt that I currently carry right now, which is not great, but there's always time to turn it around. And because we're sort of, I don't know, educated into using debt, to buy the car, buy the house, and kind of leverage it to live life instead of leveraging it to buy the assets. We don't know how to actually use money to our advantage, and it's not taught in schools at all.
That is exactly the point that leads us to the first step, because in the Millionaire Booklet, he breaks down 8 steps. And I love it, Brandon, because what he's doing in these 8 steps is he is breaking down false beliefs. He's breaking down these false beliefs. And I think that's when you say that you listen to it whenever you need a pickup. And I was listening to it and I was like, whoa, I think I had the same feeling you did. I was like, whoa, I was like, Brandon listens to this every month. I'm like, wow, I could probably really listen to this every month. But really, the first step here, and he says, and the first step to becoming a millionaire is the millionaire decision. The millionaire decision. And actually, it's not taught in schools. It's not taught in schools that we should strive to be millionaires. And many false beliefs about that people have that might even deter them from saying out loud, yeah, I want to be a millionaire. And what's that? It's because people think that, oh, well, you're just greedy. Well, you just think it's all about money. What do you say to that, Brandon? What does Grant Cardone say to that?
I don't know what he says specifically to it, but I mean, I hear the same thing. And if you look at society as a whole, we're quick to swoon over the celebrities, until it's brought up that they have money and they're celebrities, and then they're the most evil people in the world because they have money, right? In Hollywood, who's the enemy in Hollywood? The guy with the money, right? Except Iron Man, he's the hero, and Batman.
Yeah.
Right. That's about the only two rich superheroes that you have, right? Batman and Iron Man. But everybody else, they're the evil bad guys, the evil millionaires. And that's, ingrained in us from the youth on as like subliminal messaging that the people with money, the people that have money are evil. And maybe it's one of those reverse psychology things because it's the rich people that have the media that put the message out that rich people are bad. So you don't want to be rich, but they're rich.
Right? Because if you become rich, then you'll try to outdo us, right?
Exactly. So that's the game, right? So you just gotta, take is it the red pill? Take the red pill and break yourself out of that and realize that you too can be rich or wealthy to the level at which you feel comfortable, right? There are different levels of broke for everybody.
Yeah.
But the thing is to have enough to be able to take care of yourself and then take care of those around you, right? And that's really the end game and the goal. I mean, yes, there are greedy people out there that just want money, and money is just a tool, and it's only going to amplify who you already are internally, and that's all it's going to do. If you're a poor asshole, you're going to be a rich asshole, and it'll just be amplified because of the money that you have around you.
Yes. Yeah. So step one is to break those false beliefs that exist out there about actually pursuing the pursuit of being a millionaire. And one point he makes about wealth in itself is that wealth is really about choices. Wealth gives you choices. It gives you choices. Just having wealth, and it's nothing to be afraid of. And then that takes us, we've already covered this. You've done this one on step 2 of that 8 steps to the Millionaire Booklet is the millionaire math. And that's where you really have to become clear about how you can earn $1 million. And it does it take 1 million followers, Brandon? Does it? I mean,
No.
a lot of people see these huge influencers, right, with thousands, millions of followers, getting millions of views. But what does millions of views mean, Brandon?
It doesn't really mean much if there's no action and there's no offer behind the deal, right? But money does follow attention. So the ones, if they're doing it right, these influencers out there are making the right deals, then yes, you definitely can monetize your audience, and people are going to buy through, affiliate links and products, and and companies are going to come to you and pay you $1,000 to do a 1-minute reel, flashing a watch or a pair of shoes or a stupid energy drink, right? So one thing to note, and what I can remember from GrowthCon when I went back in 2020, the thing that Grant said was money follows attention, and he showed a graph to where it showed his activity in social media, and I think he really didn't start getting into social media until 2015, maybe, or maybe a couple years earlier, where he actually was like really getting into it and purposefully putting content out there. And then he showed his income right next to it. And as his views went up and his activity went up on social, so did his income. Yeah. But he also had a vehicle that really spiked it as well, and then that was the real estate deal, because he's crowdsourcing and crowdfunding these massive real estate deals. So of course his net worth is going to go up very quickly because he's doing very, very large deals, but he's also reaching a very large audience of the right people for it to happen. And if and looking at this math, he has products at every one of those price points, subscription wise.
And
just general deal wise.
I want to say that you're actually going into step 3 when you talk about how he is blowing up on social media and how money follows attention. Is where that increased income, and where he says, what does increased income mean? It says, get your income to grow up as you grow up, as you expand your reach, influence, and your attention. You should expand your income as well. I think, like you, because you talked about, okay, that's it exactly. I mean, you can have this large following, but if you don't have an offer behind it, if you don't have an offer or something that you are getting paid from, then all of these looks, you could be the I think people think these TikTok or these influencers making a ton of money, maybe if they're running ads, but ad revenue is so how much how many views you have to get to make just minuscule amount of money.
It's a lot, and I know TikTok is the worst about it. YouTube is the best about it, but it's a lot. I think Mr. Beast put out one video where he kind of talked about his latest one. They hit 1 million+ views or something like that. The revenue that he gets from a 1 million view video is maybe $10,000 to $20,000, if that. Comparative to what it actually costs to make the video, it's not much.
Yeah.
It really isn't. And granted, it's in perpetuity, right? So you put it on there, it's going to continue to, send them a check. The checks are going to get smaller and smaller as the algorithm pushes everything down. But up front, it's not giving you much.
Right. So step 3, increase your income. And I can tell a story how I figured this out, because he says that as you grow up, your income should grow up. And I can remember being a college student, right? Graduating, and I said, okay, I want to make, when I'm 30 years old, I want to be making $30,000 a year. And if I was like, okay, so if I want to keep pace, I want to keep my income over my age.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Over my age.
Yeah.
And then when I got to 40, I said, you know what? I want to strive for a goal of double my age. So if I'm 40 years old, I want to be making at least $80,000 a year.
Why not 10x your age?
What do you say?
Then why not 10x your age?
I wasn't around Grant Cardone then. I agree. I wasn't around Grant Cardone there, but that's just an example of how you might be able to actually increase your income as you grow up. And let's get to that step 4, Brandon. I know this is one of our favorites right here. If you remember, step 4 is who's got my money?
Who's got my money?
Explain what this means, Brandon.
That means somebody out there has your money. You cannot make money. Make money is illegal. So you have to take it from other people, right? And so without doing illegal things, you just have to ask people for money. That's it.
Yeah. What he talks about in this chapter is he talks about going after and making the connections with those people who are your clients. And he talked in the book, he talked about a story about whenever he goes to networking events, he says that I tell my people to be nice to everyone, but there's a certain few amount of people that they want to get to. And in the beginning, you don't want to spend your time on them, but you don't want to spend your money going after them, but you want to spend your time going after them. Because when you spend your time on them, then they're going to give you their money. They're going to give you their money. So you want to ask yourself, who are the people out there that have the money to pay me? Who are the people out there that are ready to pay me, are capable of paying me? And those are the people that you want to focus on. He says, so when you ask, who's got my money? That's what you're asking. Who are those people? Okay, so if you're let's say if you are a carpenter or you are a home business service person out there, who has your money? It's going to be those homeowners out there that need repairs, and not just need repairs, but have the money and the resources to pay you. And that's who you should be going after in your business. You have anything else to add to that, Brandon?
Not much. I mean, that goes down to the Dream 100 from, Traffic Secrets. Who are the top 100 people that at least have the network that you want to be in, to, utilize that audience and focus on, your hook, story, and offer there. There's a comment that came through. I don't know. It's probably on your video.
Yeah. Let me put it up. Let me put it up here real quick.
They got 5.2 thousand followers.
Let me put it up here real quick. Let me put
there
it
you
on
go.
the screen.
And you have been making money on Facebook. Why? Well, there's a couple reasons. One, maybe your profile is not monetizable, which means that you're not considered quote unquote a Facebook creator. So Facebook, just based on the amount of activity that you're putting on Facebook. I just recently became a Facebook creator, and it was due to these lives going up every week of at least an hour that Facebook started taking notice in me and turned me into a creator. Okay, so that's one way. Number two reason is it's one of three. Number two is one of three. Your hook sucks, your story sucks, or your offer sucks. So if you don't have any one of those three, if you got nothing to sell, Facebook can't make money from it, right? If you don't have a story for people to kind of fall into, you can't convince them to buy anything from you. And if you can't get their attention, you can't get their money. Because we're going to go back a chapter to the deal. Money seems to flow to those who give it the most attention and take the most responsibility for it. You are not taking responsibility in yourself to actually make money from Facebook and give it the attention it needs to make money. So that's probably why you haven't made any money on Facebook.
5.2K followers and haven't made money on Facebook. Why? Well, I think you said it. I think you really touched on the point, and you said that it's either your hook, your story, or your offer. And let's just let's kind of explain that to people who don't know what a hook, a story, and an offer is. A hook is how you get attention and how you are presenting yourself online. What are you saying? Because it's 100, 1,000, 1,000,000% what you are saying, because it's the words that will cause people to take action. And it's either your hook, your story, which is, once you get their attention, what are you saying after that? And it typically in a story format to lead someone to a conversation or a relationship. And then on the back end, what is your offer? What are you selling? How can someone give you money? And is it clear and how they can give you money? So those are pretty much the three things that you need to work on. It's either, but well, we know the phrase hook, story, and offer because that comes from the world of ClickFunnels. And that comes from Russell Brunson's book, where he talks about, where does he talk about hook, story, offer? In which book is it?
.com and traffic.
I think he probably talks about hook, story, and offer in all of the books. But you have to be able to communicate and talk with someone to first get them interested in what you have. And then you have to have a compelling offer that they want to give you money for it. And if you don't have that, then they're not going to pull out their wallets and pay money for it. And when you have 5,200 followers, your message is not getting out to all of those people. So even when you're posting, I think it's something like less than 10% of your followers are actually seeing your posts. And with the algorithm and so much going on out there, you're probably only reaching just a small percentage of that 5,200 people. So and you have to know the tricks to be able to get exposure out there a little bit more. And then when you do get the exposure, you should capitalize. And I've written a small little ebook. If you're inside my Facebook group, make sure to go grab my PDF. It's called 10 Steps to Start and Grow a Highly Successful Facebook Group. Because you don't just want to post on social media, you want to bring that audience to something that you own. You want to bring that to traffic. What is it called? Traffic that you own. Yeah. And when you own your traffic, let's say through an email list, and you can email them, how many of your emails are delivered, Brandon?
Well, if your emails are set up right, 100% of your emails are delivered.
Yes.
Then it comes down to your hook and getting them to open it.
Yes.
And then your story is in the email, and then your offer is in there as well. So if you have 5,200 followers, your number one goal is to get them on your email list. That way you can, monetize that way. Additionally, to kind of tie into that, maybe those 5,200 people aren't the right followers you should be having for your offer.
Yeah. Yep.
That could be another reason too.
That's true. All right. Thanks for your questions. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. We love it. We love it. Then we get on to step 5. Stay broke. Stay broke. He says to stay broke.
And yeah, this is a controversial one. First time that I heard it. And I've heard other people kind of talk about it as well, about staying broke. And it's not about being broke. It's just not spending your money on dumb things, right? So if someone keeps hitting you up for $10 all the time, you can't just keep giving them $10 and get nothing out of it, right? So that's what it really means about staying broke. Spend your money, buy the things you need, and then put the rest someplace else that is not giving it away to dumb things.
Well, I'll tell you how I took this. I took it as you don't want to let your guards down, and you don't want to start spending like you are rich, but you want to wake up every morning like you're broke, and you want to stay hungry. You want to stay hungry. That's what I got from this, is you want to stay hungry. And staying broke is, I think, to me, I think it's just a metaphor for staying hungry. And wake up like you're broke. Wake up in the morning like, I gotta go get this money. Even though, because that's, that's, I think that's a trap that a lot of people fall into. You make a little money, you have a little success, and then you start to maybe relax a little bit. Maybe you go out and you party a little bit and you spend money. And because you're making money, I think it's all right to do a little bit of celebrating, but then you want to get back to it so you can keep that hunger and keep going, because you're going to need it. It's a long run. It's not a sprint. It is a marathon. That's how I took the whole philosophy, or the this chapter, this step around staying broke. All right.
Good way to do that as well.
Yeah.
I like step 6, save to invest, don't save to save. I kind of resonated with that a little bit. When I put money away, it's eventually to spend it on something that's going to, make me money later on down the road.
Save to save, don't save to invest. What?
No, it's the other way, man. Save to invest, don't save to save.
Hey, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. Save to invest, don't save to just save. Think when I was listening to this part, he was just talking about how, if you're going to save money, one way to make money is to have your money making money. And he talks about the wealthy people and how they do it. When they make money, they're not just going to put it away or sock money away inside of a mattress or underneath a pillow or in a wherever you might think you can save money, and not do anything with it. But your money can work for you. And here's the thing about money working for you. And this is what I believe about saving to invest, don't save to save. Whenever someone asks me to invest in something, I always tell them this, Brandon. I say, you know what? I invest in 2 things. I invest in myself, and I invest in real estate. Because when you invest in yourself, whether that might be education, training, up leveling your skills, you're making yourself more valuable. You're building up your ability to produce income. So I believe in that, say investing in myself too, and not just, let's say, I'm going to invest in the stock market, or I'm going to invest this money into, whatever it might be, stocks, bonds, or, what most people typically think of when they think about investing actual money. But there are other things that you can invest in. You can invest in a business. You can invest in a business, and if that business is going to bring you a return, you can invest in that. You can invest your money in advertisement.
You can. But the rule of investing is never lose money. So definitely do the research. We are not financial advisors. Go seek one out that is professional. So, what we are saying is do the research and invest in things that you know about and are confident in, and that makes sense to you. Okay. If you know about real estate, invest in real estate. If you know about crypto, go invest in crypto. If you know about, I don't know what else, pig farms. Somebody's investing in a pig farm. If you know about pig farms, great. Go invest, go buy some hogs, raise them up, sell them, right? So
Right. Yeah.
And that rolls into number 7, multiple flows of income.
Yes, yes. I see the comment there about the pig farm. What's up? Watching on the replay. You're not watching on the replay, you're watching live. Who is that just commented
We are
replay?
live.
Wait a minute, let me put this up here. You're live, Facebook user. You are live. You're watching on live. It's not on the replay. Who made that comment, Brandon? What's up? Well,
I don't
welcome.
know. I don't know.
Give us a hashtag where you're watching from. I appreciate the replay. What was I gonna say? You just moved over to our point that we were making about okay. Oh no, I just wanted to talk, pig farm. Pig farm. What are you selling? What are you selling? What are you selling with the pig farm? Are you
selling the meat?
Huh?
You're selling the meat. That's all you can sell. You're selling the hog to get slaughtered, so that's what you're getting.
So okay, so because I think it's okay. So if I'm thinking about farmers, right? So let's say I have cows on my farm, right?
Yep.
So I could be considered a cow farmer,
well,
right? Or maybe
it's just a farmer. There's no specific thing unless you're producing a specific deal. Like you have dairy farmers, you have chicken farmers, pig farmers, goat farmers, and then you just have general farmer, which just grows crops, right? But
okay.
the concept behind it, if he says he's investing in a pig farm, you're buying piglets, right, to raise up, feed, house, water, whatever, and then you ship them off to the butcher to sell the meat.
Okay. So you're selling pigs. All right. Okay. So let's take that. Okay. So that's what he says, right? So check it out. So
Yeah.
I'm selling pigs. Look at that. You see those little oink oinks? Oink oink.
Yeah.
All right. So if you're selling pigs, then we know that you probably shouldn't be selling the thing, or are you trying to get other people to buy these pigs from you? Then
no, you just sell the pig to the meat packer, and they buy the pig, they butcher it, and then they resell the cut meat to the grocery store, and that's how you buy it.
okay, then that's who you need. And we already talked about it. Who's got my money? So determine who has your money. Who is it that you want to buy your pigs? Or I'm not sure if you're selling pigs or you're selling the pig parts,
No,
or
you sell the pig to the meat packer. Meat packer butchers it. They sell the butchered meat to the grocer. The grocer sells it to you.
Okay, then that is your market. Your market is and when you think about doing that online, I don't know if that could be an international audience.
No, it's definitely local. And
Yeah.
then there are people that actually sell direct. There's farm to table, so you can actually go to a farmer and buy meat directly from them. Doesn't matter if it's a pig or if it's a cow or if it's whatever. And it's actually better by buying from your local farmer in your area than it is to go to grocery store to buy that meat. Not
Right.
knocking grocery stores, not trying to hurt them for what it is, but my in-laws are dairy farmers, and I can tell you, when a cow goes down, we eat well for about 6-7 months. There's a lot of meat, and it's good meat. It's lean meat. It's well taken care of beef, Holstein beef, which is different than the Black Angus that you're normally getting when you go, with a traditional hamburger or steak. So it's definitely different, and but it's so good. So if you got a local farmer in the area, go buy from them, support them. Many of them do sell direct to grocers, but still go buy directly from them. That way you'll save some money and get higher quality
Yeah.
meat.
Yeah. Figure out who you're selling to. And if 0 of your 5,200 friends are local, they're not going to buy anything from you. They're not going to buy from you. They don't know what you're selling, and they're not going to buy from you because you won't be able to deliver that product. So guess who it was that said replay, Jane? Brandon.
I don't know.
I'm going to tell you his name. His name is James Johnson.
James Johnson. I think I know that guy.
Yes, James. He's from up north in Canada.
Canada.
Yep. Yeah. Yes.
Canadian.
All right. We got a couple more steps before we finish with our review. Step 7 is to have multiple flows of income. My first experience with learning about multiple streams of income came from reading a book. It's called Multiple Streams of Income. And when I was reading this book, I was surprised to find out that most millionaires have multiple streams of income. Yep. And I remember talking about the different categories of streams of income. So there was a stream of income that you make money from the work that you do. And then there's also a recommendation to become. He says that I don't care who you are or what you do, you should be part of a network marketing company.
You should.
I agree. I kind of look at affiliate marketing as network marketing.
It is. But the benefit about the network marketing is if you're good at building a team, then it's just going to multiply your income, because then you get people working for you, and you just get that steady check coming in, and you don't really have to do anything. And that's why network marketing gets such a bad rap, right? Because it's always the people at the top that make the most money. Well, they're the ones that put in all the work in the beginning to get the product and stuff like that launched out. And then they put the work in to get people to buy it. And then they got to put even more work in to teach other people how to sell the product so they can make money. So yes, they should reap what has been sowed. And if you look at any corporate structure, it doesn't matter if it's Walmart or Mary Kay. Okay. Every business is a pyramid, because you got the one guy at the top and you got everybody else below him doing the work, while the one guy at the top is just sitting back and collecting a paycheck. So
from the labor of everyone underneath them.
Yep. So if you take a more positive mindset approach to a network marketing program, you will make more money with it, because you'll understand the commission structure and the pay plan and work the pay plan to make the money. Now, are there bad networking marketing programs out there? 100%, absolutely.
Yeah, and scams too. There are scams out there.
Scams. I fell victim to one during the crypto deal, and I wish, had I not put my money into that deal thinking I was going to make more money from people just randomly, I would probably have maybe $10,000 in Ethereum right now, because at the price Ethereum was at when I bought it during the pandemic to what it is now. Yeah. And I hate to admit it. I really do.
Remember I think there was like maybe a year or so ago, there was this one this crypto mining affiliate program going on where they would send you some box or something, and I think it would mine crypto, and it would, as it was doing this, it was giving you little coins or something like that.
Yeah, and little air crypto deal. It was like some altcoin. You just set it up, hook it up to the internet, put it outside your window, or by a window or something like that, and then it would make you money. I don't know if it's
Yeah. I agree 1000%, Brandon, but I also think that you should do your research. Become become a part of a network marketing company. There's a lot of legitimate ones out there, and
Mhm.
there are companies out there in the, you could say, the health space, the wealth space, and the relationship space. But I think it allows you to earn money from sharing your results, because you it's a dual, I think it's a dual benefit, because
Mhm.
if you're doing it right and you're using the product and you're getting the benefit from it, then it's natural that you want to share that with other people. And when
Yeah.
you share, when you share it with other people, you help them to see the benefit, and then you get the benefit, you get paid, and you get to see other people get the benefit and get paid. It's like
Mhm.
it's like win-win all the way around.
Yeah.
I love network marketing companies, but definitely do your research, ask around, make sure that you're getting into legitimate. And whenever somebody says get rich quick, huh?
Just kind of say thank you and walk away. Um,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
in fact there's an old book. Oh, I found it. I found it. Where did I find it? Um, it was in the Gutenbergpress.org or something like that, and it was talking about how to make money at from home, and the whole deal was a sales letter to sell these little booklets, right? Uh,
Mhm.
and the introductory deal, when it came to saying, if somebody walks up to you on the street and says, "Hey, do you want to make, a quick $5 or $10, something like that?" You say, "No, thank you." Turn around and walk the other way. So I just thought that was kind of funny. You brought that up there. And so, all right. So Facebook user, if you think it's the same gentleman, what kind of product can you promote in affiliate marketing in an international company?
Wait.
There
Hold on.
are
Hold on.
a
Let me
ton.
put, no,
Yeah, go
no,
ahead, put
here's
it up.
the
But there
question.
are a ton. ClickFunnels is international, so you can promote that, and it's not an MLM. Amazon, you can be an Amazon affiliate. It doesn't pay that much because it's a low ticket deal, but you can be an
Unless
Amazon affiliate.
unless you're selling high tickets.
Yeah, unless you're selling actual Amazon products itself, then you'll make more money than if you were selling, some remote controlled drone or something like that. Let's see, what else can you do? Walmart has an affiliate program. All of
Best
your
Buy.
major Best Buy has an affiliate program. Um, well, who else?
I think
Um,
almost,
all your
almost
all your major cell phone carriers have affiliate programs. Um, if you're into CBD oils, there's a company called CTFO does a network marketing deal. Amway is still around from the 80s. Yes, that's probably one of the original network marketing deals. And I don't know if they're international or not, but um, you can join Amway. And it doesn't matter if you're international, because the people in your country probably don't have the money anyway. So you want to sell to people in countries that have money, like the United States, Canada, Great Britain, Germany.
Canada,
If you can
US,
speak the
Canada.
language, if you can speak their language, sell to them and sell to the people that have the money. It
Yeah.
might be a little bit difficult at first, but if you look legit enough in their own native language and can get them with your hook story and offer and have them sign up, then you'll make money. It doesn't matter where you live in the world.
Yeah. Affiliate marketing, network marketing has become multinational. I grew up in a time when it was pretty local, where we actually went to these meetings on a night, right?
Yep.
And you sat there, but it's international now with the advent of social media and the internet. You can watch these webinars. They could be on automatically paying as you send people to them. So if you want to make money doing affiliate marketing, then you just have to be good at pushing traffic, directing your traffic to someone else's offer too. And if someone else already has an offer that they're selling, then you can send someone there, they make a purchase, you get paid. So many different ways to get paid online today. You can reach out to myself or Brandon for any advice, because I think we're both getting multiple streams of income, some one time, and a lot of them are recurring. And this leads to our last step of the Millionaire Booklet, the 8 simple steps that you should follow to be like Grant Cardone. Repeat, reinforce, and hyper focus. I think that says it all.
That does. And one of the one of the best quotes that are in here. You see, it's late. I can't do these late night mans. I can't get the mind right. All right. One of the best quotes that's in this book is, when you change, you may become a threat to all those who don't. So when you start down this journey, you're going to start making enemies, because people, they see you as a certain way. And when you don't act and don't continue to act that certain way, it triggers something in the brain. Their lizard brain kicks in. It's like, okay, what's this new person? What do I have to adapt to now? What are they going to do to me? Is it going to hurt me? Is it going to help me? Right. And when you start acting a certain way, you might start turning people off. And that's perfectly okay, because you're growing, you're doing your own thing, and they're not. They're staying where they want to be. So let them stay, and you just got to do your own thing. I think Hormozy has talked about that several times in his podcast and shorts, things like that. And the fact that, he hates to go home because the people at home haven't changed. And when they ask him to go out, he doesn't have a good time, because, they treat him like he was back then, and he has since grown and they haven't. Totally get and understand and see that. And I definitely really saw it myself, when I moved out of Ohio and then moved back, and the people that I've interacted with have pretty much stayed the same as they've lived here, and I haven't. So, things change, people change, move apart. It's going to happen regardless. So don't stress about it. Just keep doing what you got to do and go get the bag.
Go get the bag. That is it. We've gone over an hour. So that is our summary of the Millionaire Booklet. I just want to point out, one of the favorite parts that I like about this book is that he said this in the beginning. He said that he wants you to do 3 things when you read this super, super short and power-packed booklet. He said that, I want you to do 3 things. He said, I want you to keep this booklet in your possession until you have made $1 million. Keep it in your possession. Then I want you to share it with a friend. And that's what we're doing right here, is sharing it with you all today. So we're letting you know it's up your choice. It's our job was to put it out here for you. Our job is to put this information in front of you. It's not our responsibility what you do with it, but we sure hope you do. And then that 3rd step is, once you get yours, then help others do the same. That's the win. That's the win-win-win situation. Love this book. I must pat myself on the back
for picking it. Here's one last thing for you. So if you get the book, at the end there is a pitch to join Cardone University, because again, this book is a lead magnet to get you onto his reoccurring continuity program of Cardone University. Now, I'm not a licensee, but I do have the ability to sell Cardone University licenses. If you buy direct from Cardone, you can, and you can pay more money. Or you can say, hey, Brandon, I want this Cardone deal, and you can pay less money. Now, I know it's kind of terrible to undercut GC, and I apologize in advance for it, but I'm going to get them in your ecosystem, GC, and then you can take the rest of their money into the real estate deals and all that kind of stuff. So I'm making it affordable and available to those that may not want to pay the full price. If you're going direct to the source, come to me, get a little discount, and then you can do with it as you wish.
Oh,
so just
man.
hit me up in the comments.
Yep, that's all you have to do. And that's it for this week's episode. Thanks for stopping in. Man, it's been lively in those comments, but we love it. Keep those questions coming. Until next time, we'll